My suggestion for going through the process would be to allocate one person who would preferably be offline from their other duties for the period of time you expect the project to go for. I think part of the success of our project was that the roster right or the workforce analytics staff member and I were in every meeting for every roster. But that's a large amount of work, and that was on top of my regular duties. So for 3 months, I was in face-to-face meetings pretty much all day in order to go through the three. There was consultation, 3 lots of consultation for each roster, and there are 36 rosters. So, but for consistency, I think it was essential that one person is having all of the conversations. The other thing is that whoever is doing that needs to be in the position that they can make decisions about whether or not business rules should be strictly applied in every case or can be changed depending on client need and household need, because it makes the process much easier if you can make executive decisions as you're going. The other thing that I would recommend is really focusing on the client need up front, being very clear about client routine, what is absolutely unchangeable in somebody's life. When do staff need to be in the house? Can you have a shift changeover at 10 o'clock, or are staff in a car on the way somewhere, and therefore that's not possible? We were a bit more focused on the staff preferences, and so the first round, although we had information about client need accommodated, we didn't get quite enough to inform workforce analytics about some of the patterns that couldn't work in a setting. So the first rosters were not as neat as they could have been because we'd omitted information we didn't know was important. So I'd say focus on client routine, client need, and if you're starting there, then the rest of the information should come. As I said, I would be less inclined next time to try and accommodate staff availability and preferences because it fundamentally changes the roster patterns. Some of the, when we were going through the versions, some of the patterns were really unworkable, but they came as a result of staff rigid availability, and it made the process a bit longer than it needed to be.